Las Vegas City Councilman Steve Ross is running for mayor of Las Vegas, but at the lowest point of the worst recession of our times, he's working overtime to put 30 employees and a number of small businesses out of work. Courtesy Automotive is an amazing dealership. The business and related outlets have generated nearly $1 billion in taxable sales. Courtesy was a pioneer in the Centennial Hills area, investing tens of millions of dollars in high-end infrastructure and creating a dealership that stocks roughly $5 million worth of high-end collectible cars, including Ferraris, Maseratis, and American muscle cars. Yet Steve Ross insists on shutting it down.
Every time we sell a vehicle, it triggers a taxable sale of $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 worth of taxes for the state. I understand the state is one of the ones that's considered financially in trouble. I don't understand it. Please, somebody tell me.
The area is zoned for new car dealers. For more than a decade, Courtesy featured a number of new car lines and is in negotiations for another new car franchise. But despite the tens of millions of dollars in investment, millions in taxes paid, Ross wants to shut the business down and put people out of work. His target date? Christmas Eve.
Somebody who would shut us down on Christmas Eve, it's that's cold. I mean, especially when it's not necessary. We have an employer willing to keep all of us. I'll be sitting around, instead of having Christmas dinner, trying to juggle my finances so that I won't lose what I've worked so hard for. And that's just a sad way to spend your Christmas.
Does he got family? You know, look, I got 3 kids. You know, I'm struggling. My wife, she got her pay cut. She works at the Palms Casino. She's been on Frozen for 3 years, you know, so what we make is we could buy. You know, without a job, we're going to start losing things. And at the end, it's going to be our house.
I have a heart condition that I have my health benefits from myself, my wife, my son through the dealership. I have retirement 401k through the dealership. I mean, all these things just stop and go away. You know, and I'm not the first guy. I'm sure people are out looking for to go hire a 54-year-old guy with a situation that I have.
How can a person who wants to be a mayor of this town look at this and see, and he doesn't seem to care, so he allows it at the worst time of all on Christmas Eve? What does he think my Christmas is going to be? What my grandkids' Christmas Eve is going to be? Because I can't afford to do anything for him. I mean, isn't there a politician out there somewhere that cares? Obviously he doesn't, and he won't get my vote, nor any of my friends if I have it. A happy customer tells a few people, unhappy people tell everybody. I may not be on his list, but he's on mine.
Every time somebody gets laid off, you know, there is a trickle down, because the person and the people that service this business, their sales go down, and then they lay somebody off, and then there's a trickle down because that person that gets laid off, they trade somewhere else, and then that company where they trade has to lay, and so forth and so forth and so forth. I mean, where does it end?
One of those vendors who will be hurt is Steve Glenn, who's been with a dealership for more than 19 years.
It doesn't make sense, no. You wouldn't think that they would. You think that they would be supporting because they need the revenue for taxes. We're in a financial bind tax-wise in this city. Why would they close down businesses that are paying their taxes? That doesn't make sense to me. If they close down this business, that means I have to lay off more of my guys because I can't handle the workload won't be there.
We're the highest state with the rate of unemployment in the nation. We want a few more people on unemployment. State can't pay their bills. It makes sense to have people paying taxes, doesn't it?
I wish I could say that there's work for these people. I would personally myself take them and drive them to help them find a job. I wouldn't know where to begin to find a job. I'm in complete shock. I just don't understand. And as I quote the mayor, he told me that he couldn't get him to change his mind. I don't think you can reason with him.